Do you want to start with your check-in on what Chelsea has been for you so far this season, and we can build off from there?
Yeah. I'll try to be brief. That usually doesn't end well, but I think Facundo's sentiment at the end was really good. This team, after what we accomplished last season, I thought this was time to step it up to really get to another level. And I think part of it is what we have in house, and another part of it is what's going on outside the house. It's a mess. It's not the league that we thought it would be. I mean, if anything, it was that it's open. It's really open for anyone to come and get it. And I think we could have had a fight there. And I think we put handcuffs on ourselves for this season. I think it's postponed until next season. Not to say that it's not possible, but if I'm being honest, in my heart of hearts, I just don't think this current squad is there yet. And it was self-inflicted. But over to you guys. Let's see what you guys got to say.
Facundo, I want you to elaborate on your point of like why you think Chelsea haven't been as good as they should be, because obviously like injuries
Honest
are
opinion is just that they've encountered a bit of adversity, and I think the manager has not been up to the level of that adversity. Regardless of all the stupid red cards this year, like there's been games where I've texted Grant, I'm like, I don't understand the substitution like whatsoever, and then kind of they don't really perform. I think even with what they have, they should be better than where they're at. Granted, injuries have kind of hurt them, but I just don't think the manager's done a good enough job of maybe utilizing the squad a bit more, but correctly. Like, again, in-game substitutions have been really bad, and Grant just talked about how hard that is as a manager of knowing when to make a change and what change you need to make and at what time. And I don't think he's been that great this year, and they've just suffered in games because of that. That's my assessment of watching them. I don't watch them all the time, but from what I do.
Yeah, I'm going to have to quickly defend that point before I give someone else the floor. He's been talking about trying to manage injuries all year because of the Club World Cup. It's incredible cope, but if you do think about it, I mean, these guys played a full season, and then we lost our best defender. Our best attacker hasn't been fit all year. Our entire midfield's either been injured or playing on injuries. So I think he is so scared to just lose more players, just seeing the amount of quality that's been in the medical tent all of last year. We don't want that again. So I think overcompensating there, and also to your point, not knowing what he can or can't use and how to use it on his bench. I think that's not having an understanding with our board, not bringing in the right players, if you want to put it that way. And I think I harped on it when we were in that rough patch, Facundo. He's an inexperienced manager, just like these players are inexperienced. I think he's gotten a lot of subs right. He is typically proactive, but to your point, he's gotten them wrong too. So it's a growing team, it's a growing squad, and the manager's learning on the job just as much as the players are.
It takes a really long time.
Yeah, I think this is all a big overreaction. They are 6 points off top of the table. They have dropped points to Sunderland, who just took points from the table leaders. They dropped points to United, who have started to look good as of late.
Red card.
That Brighton game, yeah.
Red card.
I mean, that's another thing. Yes, you guys are a young team. That's an issue. The red cards are an issue. The substitutions are an issue. But to look at where you're at with all those issues,
in spite of all that, yep.
Exactly. Palmer has barely played this season. Estevao has barely played minutes this season. So like we were just talking about, if you wait and ride the storm out, well, those two come back, and you're still 6 points, 7 points off of first place in whatever, let's say January, then there's still a lot of hope left in the season. I'm not saying necessarily your title challengers, but weirder things can happen. So in terms of a check-in, I think you guys are in a great spot right now.
I would agree.
Like
I'm not.
The league's wide open.
If I came off as a doomer, not the case. I'm more critical. Close eyes on it. We are in that position in spite of things versus we're overperforming. But yeah, good assessment.
Very eerie start for me in terms of like it was super similar to the way Arsenal started last season. Like, I think it's very similar. Like, it had some mistakes, some spots where you're like, these guys coming
Our
into
red
this
cards
season-
were actually bullshit, though. That's the only difference.
right, but the red card thing, the inexperience portion, some injuries along in there, like that, very similar starts. And then I feel like for me, the thing that's causing my vibe on Chelsea to be lower is just the every week inconsistencies. And you guys are playing Champions League football. We talked about that being a big portion of the season that was going to be taking a toll on you guys going back into that competition. And Chelsea have looked good in spurts, but have also looked really poor in spurts. And that wasn't what I was expecting this season. I was expecting a level of consistency that hasn't been there week in, week out. May have picked up results in some of those games, but the consistency level of good performance hasn't been where I thought it would be for Chelsea when me and Mila predicted him second. So
yeah, as soon as our best defender tore his ACL, that was a wrap in terms of being able to have any solid foundation. I think I summed it up with you guys, but our midfield, I think, is top class. Our attack is up and down, and our defense is just, it's a mess. The different center back pairing every game. I think Fofana staying fit, which is another crazy thing to hope on, that can really have a very positive impact on our season. I think in terms of who's available this year, he's levels above what we have. So need him to stay fit.
yeah. And you also just haven't been good away from home, which the only really two sides that have been good away from home are their two teams. Everyone else has been awful.
We're good away from home.
Or sorry, you guys are bad
Third
at
of the
home.
table.
Sorry.
Yes.
You're bad at home. Apologies.
Damn
I mixed
right.
up my head. So that's not good. But that goes to your point about them just being super hard at home. Like the fans and the match going.
Yeah, one pass back, 10 minutes in, we're booing. It's tough. That's why we need Paul Maresca hoops. Save us.
Yeah. Alrighty. No more Chelsea.